Music off. Hi. Yeah, yay. Alexa, play music by John Birmingham. Working out. I haven't worked out at all today. I worked out maybe some other
John Birmingham
yesterday
from iHeartRadio.
Okay. Let's work out. Yo. Let's do a full body workout. Alexa, next song. That song was started with a piano. I played the piano first and it sounded so cool that I added the drums later, which you're not really supposed to do. So it was hard to sync up the beat, but I got it right in Rednecks. And I finally got that song in Rednecks. My movie Rednecks. Alexa, stop. Alexa, play music by John Birmingham. Hi. Hi.
John Birmingham from iHeartRadio.
Man, you say
Alexa, stop. Who is that? Lil Nas? No. No. Alexa, yeah, I'm working out. Hi. Hi. Alexa, play music by John Birmingham.
Shuffling songs by John Birmingham on Amazon Music.
Yo.
Oh shit. Bro.
What?
Yeah.
This is from my movie Crazy Animal. I'll do some push-ups. It's hot. It's hot.
I've never seen anything like that before in my entire life, dude.
Everybody ready for Mr. Mixmaster Dave just over here.
Ten hot dudes sprayable against ball, but making some shaved and some
just flow. I'm looking at these dudes through my binoculars, snapping it, whacking it, I'm ready to go. Yeah, it's night out, as you can see here. All of these dudes are ready for sex. We'll dance until the break of dawn, yeah, on and on and on and on. Dancing, prancing, muscles flex. Well, one hot dude noticed me watching him, so he yelled across the room in one loud blast.
Come back to the dance floor.
Yo.
Dance butt naked. I can't wait to ride your ass.
So I walked back over right to the dance floor, and I gave him a wink. I felt like a queen.
Yo.
He knew what I wanted, so we started going at it. He was grinding my ass,
Hey.
if you know what I mean.
Yo. Yo. I put this on. Put this heater on. Made it really warm. Made it really warm. It would not zoom out right now when I was trying to zoom out. I guess it's as far zoomed out as it gets. Looks really nice outside. Looks really nice outside. I cleaned up the place this morning. Look at it out here. Wow. I'm gonna get this. Look at it out here. Looks really good. Yo. Look pretty cool. I feel happy about my looks. Looks really good out here. I gotta use the bathroom. I'll be right back. Thank you. It looks good out here. Yo. 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 I'm gonna bring my weights out here. Hi. Yo. Hi. Yo. Yo. People are commenting. It's good. Yeah. It's on all kinds of, it's on most of all the places where you can get music. It's on most of the places where you can get music online. John Birmingham. Look up music by John Birmingham. Spotify, iTunes. All the places where you can get music online. It's pretty much all those places. Oh, I got a spam mail on the other line. Okay. You can listen to John Birmingham music. Where's Rowan and Ivan? Hi, Rowan. Hi, Ivan. You watching this? Yo. Yeah, I'm gonna try to talk to Rowan and Ivan. Let's do it. I don't know if you can hear that song, but I played a song. I was influenced by Chopin on the piano when I played the piano part for it. Hi. Probably do something for my lats. Be better to do something. Hi. Hey. Yo. 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 I haven't put much tremendous thought into my appearance these days. Whew. Dee da dee dee da day. I guess I could leave this open. Oh, there's a rainbow on me. Looks pretty good. Whew. I'm gonna do some more workout thing. Okay, let's do this. Let's not dilly-dally too much. That looks really beautiful right there. There's a rainbow. Looks really beautiful. Look. Yeah, that rainbow coming in on the Jesus thing. Whoops. Looks kind of cool. Looks pretty cool. Hi. 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 Okay. Hi. Hi. I'm without trying to flex or anything, I'm just going to do this. I ain't trying to flex on anyone. I'm just. Okay. Give me these wide things I can do. Well, that's kind of 10. That's pretty much 10. I did 10 of the wide stance. That's pretty good. Whew. I feel awesome. I feel awesome. Yo, I'm cool. Do something for legs, make my legs stronger, not weak. No, I did some legs out there. Maybe I'll do some more heavy weights on my legs. Yeah, that's what I'm gonna do. Yeah. Hi. Yo. Yo. Jesus. Hee. Jesus. Yo. Put these in case somebody drives up. Yo. Maybe I'll bring him in. I'll carry them with the tripod. I'll carry him up there. Yo. Alexa, next song by John Birmingham.
No, this is the part. We're gonna make up a completely original song out of nowhere. We're just gonna. He's gonna start playing guitar. We're gonna yeah.
Heat off. Heat off. I got the drums cleaned up one more time. Maybe we'll play drums. All right. Oh. Noni. Noni. Yo, I gotta pee. Yo, I look pretty cool.
Alright. That was a completely original song out of nowhere, completely improvised. You want to try a completely new one? Yeah, one more. Come on, yeah, just anything. Yeah, you can do it. You're a good guitarist. I know.
Alexa, stop. I'm gonna put makeup on. I'm gonna film me putting makeup on, but first I'm gonna play the drums. I'm gonna play the drums. I'm gonna play the drums. It's actually what I'm doing. It's actually what I'm doing right now. Wow, this is awesome. I got my house all ready again this morning, but it keeps getting better, I guess. The house keeps getting better. Hi. Great faith, Baba Doop, deep dog, great faith. I don't know what that means. I am good. Me. Like my children to be the ones who say I'm good. that drum. Okay. Yo. Yo. Dream. It was I had this dream. It was in this futuristic world. It wasn't at all like the Matrix, other than there were these political things that were kind of like the Matrix. There was a big government who was a little bit corrupt, but it's not going to happen in real life. It doesn't happen in real life, almost, anymore. It's not usually not going to happen, but it may. It may during the tribulation, when Jesus, when the demons and the devil try to come out of hell and try to corrupt everyone and rile up all the sin to try to conquer God. And it's never going to happen. It's impossible. They never will. It's impossible. Omniscient. He knows everything. He created everything. He's responsible for everything good. The devil's responsible for everything bad. And for 7 years, the devil tries to get everyone worked up to go against everything that's good. Like my son Rowan and me and Ivan and the baby sister Ayla and Danica and stuff, and everybody, and you people out there watching who are good. And the devil's going to try to. It's going to be hard to say you believe in God and Jesus, and they're going to try to put a number on everyone. They're going to try to put a mark on everyone somewhere on their body, the number of the beast. And if you don't take it, you can't buy anything. You can't sell anything. You can't really make that much of a living. It's going to be really hard to make it through the 7 years of the tribulation. So you have to be able to have some money saved, or work on the land, work on the land and make it somehow without letting the evil kill you or corrupt your soul. And at the end of the 7 years, it's going to be maybe a corrupt government, maybe not, maybe kind of a corrupt government, I don't know. And then the 7 years, Jesus will come down and judge all of us, and all the evil ones and wicked ones will be burned up in the lake of fire, and all the good ones remaining, and the people raised from their sleep, from death, they'll all be judged. That'll be judgment day. And then there'll be heaven on earth. There'll be heaven on earth. And I had a dream, an actual dream, not like Martin Luther King in particular. That's something different. That's something different. I had a dream last night, that the government was kind of corrupt, but it's probably not going to happen in our lifetimes, but it may. We don't know when the tribulation is going to happen. We don't know if the government will be corrupt or not, but they're going to make everyone they're going to try to make everyone put the number of the beast on them somewhere on their body to be able to buy things and sell things. And if you turn it down, you won't be able to buy or sell things. So you have to find some way to pay your bills or make food, get food, and live off the land or something like that. And so I had a dream last night that there's like a corrupt government, and there are these places that were these huge buildings that were like skyscrapers, but they were like 40 skyscrapers wide or 100 skyscrapers wide, and they're really tall, like 20 or 30 stories or more. like buildings, and they're built into mountains, like the mountains, and you could kind of like, you could go there, but there are only the bad, corrupt people there, mostly only the corrupt, bad government people and the evil people and stuff. And I escaped there, and I went there, and you're supposed to ride these buses. They put people on buses, and they made them ride there to different places, but they could take some good people there, but they had to like work at things that were like to support the bad cause, and they couldn't go in certain areas and stuff. And I went walking through the woods, and I went into the buildings, like where they had these huge buildings, and they had like some open air. Some of the levels were open to the air, but had like, you couldn't fall off the edge, but there were parking facilities or lots or whatever they're called. They're parking spaces in one entire huge floor of the skyscraper, and many floors of the skyscraper were just places to park. And I think there's one of these skyscrapers that was like 40 or 100 skyscrapers wide, but almost just as tall or just as tall. And it was in the middle of mountains. It was like built into mountains. And that was what the real dream was like, as best I can describe. And I had to try to leave the tour bus where you had to go along with their stupid, corrupt ways and stuff. And I had to go out on my own and try to go through the woods and go through the parking facilities and try to figure out how to do good. And that was what my dream was. It was pretty interesting. I'm gonna put makeup. I might as well go put makeup on and make my face look a little bit more like a rock star or something like that, as long as I don't have anything else to work on. I cleaned up this place one more time. Somehow a little bit of dust got on stuff, and I had to dust the entire drum set, this, that, all around here, stuff there, the ledges of the tops of surfaces of everything, and the floor. So I have to keep up after the place. I gotta use the bathroom. This is a good chance. This is a good time to take a bathroom break. It's funny watching those comments whiz by from Rain. That person Rain who's on here. Rain, whatever her name is. I see the comments pop up, and sometimes I can tell from far away who it is. I'm gonna do a bunch of chin-ups. Did 22 chin-ups. Yo. Yeah, I don't know why I feel like I have energy all of a sudden. Whew. Yo. Sylvester Stallone. Sylvester Stallone. I don't. Yo. Hi. Yeah. I think it's because I ate more food yesterday. I don't know what it was. I feel kind of fit. I don't know. Haven't really been working out that much. But I kind of, in this video, I did more than I was used to doing. On the push-ups, on the whatever it is. Put makeup on. Put makeup on. I'm gonna put makeup on. Look, now it looks like a little arm. It's a little arm. Yeah, no. Okay, sometimes, unless people do steroids, it's like, sometimes it doesn't make up. Yo. I don't know. And I have a nose hair. Whoops, I used way too much soap. I might as well wash all my hands now. Why did I do that? I didn't want to mix the nose hair in with the makeup. I don't know why. I just did that. Pulled out a nose hair while putting makeup on. I had to wash my hands really good so I didn't have a gross hair on me. Watch it one more time. Come on, it's normal. I'm a man. I'm cool. No, I'm young. I'm a man. When I was 18, I was a man. It'll make you shit one. I don't even care. I don't even care. Yo. Somebody commented, hi. Make sure to put it on to cover up the facial hair so you look young, like you don't have any facial hair. Mustache of makeup. Look, it's a mustache of makeup. Well, I can't fake it. I don't want to fake it. You know, my age especially is only how you can only look so young. But I like the look that it does when it looks like I don't have facial hair. It looks like I'm younger. So sometimes I put makeup on top of my facial hair like I'm doing now. Yo. Yo. Don't need that much there. It's more like here on my chin. I don't know. I put makeup on my face. Put makeup on my face. I was born here. I was born here. That's what I was born to do. Hey, this looks pretty good when I have like people watching. It makes it like I'm not all by myself trying to make myself look better, which it helps to have like people around or something, like an audience around. It makes me feel like I'll look better. And now I feel like I look worse. I don't know. Well, I guess that's it. I put the makeup on. Yep. I guess I'm done with the makeup. I guess I'm done with the makeup. You kind of do something on here and make it look like I have a little upturned nose at the end or something like that. I don't know. Threw it on the side. I don't know what I did. I could upturn something there. Yo. I don't know. Why would I put makeup on that? I don't know. To blend the color. That's it. That's it. Yo. Okay. I put makeup on like a rock star. Oh. I'll put something on my eyes so it looks like my eyes are darker. Not my eyes are darker, but my lashes. My lashes are whatever it's called. Lashing for you. Being, you know. That's what makes Keith Richards look younger. That's what makes it so he looks okay at his age. Putting eyeliner. I think that's what it's called, eyeliner. That's what makes him look younger. I'm gonna put blue. I'm gonna put a color on a little bit. This is all I do is put like, I don't even usually put makeup on, but I don't know why I thought I'd do it. Yo. Yo. Why does it look? Yo. That's good enough. Yo. I'm gonna turn the camera away from me, and then I'm gonna look at it when I feel like I look the way I want to look. Marshall amp. Don't play it yet. Don't play it yet. Yo. See what this makeup looks like. See what this makeup looks like. Yo. 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 Zoom out. Yo, I put makeup on my face. I put makeup on my face. Yo, I'm cool. I got makeup on now. Oh, it looks a little red back there. Mixing the makeup to it. I don't know. Oh, cool. Yo. Yo. No, I don't know. Yo. See how cool I can be. See how strong I can make my fucking legs. Sorry. See how strong I can make my legs. I shouldn't curse. was trying to sound like Will Ferrell. I saw him on a TV show. At home, handing away. I gotta do something to make these legs stronger. So I'm gonna do those 100-pound ones. Something to make my legs stronger. Yeah. Yo. That's all I'm gonna do of that for that one. Water. Water. Before I drink water, I'm gonna use the bathroom. I'll be right back. I'm gonna see how cool I look before I drink water. Usually don't do that. It's not that great for your health. It's a trick is what it is. It's not good for your health. If you're thirsty, get water. Get water. Actually, forget trying to look really low body fat. That can hurt your heart. It can hurt your heart if you don't get enough water. So I'm gonna get water. I have a really good heart. I've been fortunate. For some reason I do. I don't know why. When I was younger, if I didn't get enough sleep or something or drank too much caffeine, I could feel it beating faster sometimes. Hasn't done it in years. I got a better heart somehow. You can work on your heart. You can strengthen the heart. Steroids are bad for it. Strength training is generally good for the heart. You can't get an enlarged heart from lifting any amount of weights unless you do steroids. Steroids is the thing that messes up that hurts people's hearts sometimes, or can hurt their hearts. This is amazing. Water. Really helps the heart health. Getting enough water, physical activity, no matter how small it is. Trying not to be stressed when you're doing the physical activity. That's how sometimes people can get hurt. They're working too hard on or they're stressed out. So if it's too stressful for you to work out, then don't work out, I guess. But because sometimes, but if you start moving a little bit and doing some kind of activity, and don't worry about the things anymore that you were worried about, then it can help. I'm gonna pee. Pee break. Yo. See how buff I can look. See how buff I can look. Yo. Yo. I don't know if this looks buff at all or anything. Not really. Come on, look at the body fat on him. He's got body fat, but I don't know. Well, I tried. It was the wrong lighting. I tried to look buff. Well, yo. Wonder what this looks like. Yo. Yo. I don't know. Well, yo. Whew. Covered up with one of these shirts. I don't know. Okay. Yo. Yo. It was pretty good. I don't. Yeah, maybe I'm getting back in shape or something. Great. 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 I'm buff. I'm buff. I don't even see. The thing is that right here in the stomach, it don't look good enough. It don't look like, you know, what does that look like? Regular Joe. Regular Joe. Look right here. I'll show you this. Fat under his neck right there. He's but I'm strong. See, I'm strong. Strong, man. Superman, ready to go. 420 pounds. Actually, I weigh 420 pounds holding nose, but I don't know how much I weigh. Superman. There's this guy that Superman may not be the best role model. 231.8. Because when I dressed up as Superman, I was like a little bit jerky. I was a little bit of a jerk. Not when I saw my kid, not when I went to go to my kids. That was really good, dressed as Superman. But other times I dressed as Superman, it came out like kind of like I don't know. Hey, but Superman's pretty good because I did dress up as Superman to go see my kids in Texas one time. It was really good. Hey. Yo. Hi. I don't know what that looks like. Hi. I got chairs ready for my family to sit in, but when they came here, they didn't sit in the chairs. Looks really good out here. Whew. I could walk down the hill or something, I don't know. Look at the rainbow. Jesus. Hey, that looked pretty good. Jesus. I got this ready. Whew. It's all about me, John Birmingham, a John Birmingham video. Hi. Downstairs is ready. The entire place is ready. I got the entire place looking pretty good. Mike, my dad, Mike. Mike, what do you want me to do? How do I fix this toilet bowl? Yo. The cat's cat's been sleeping on this old blanket. Here's where Al and I made a video. Oh, this is Danica's print. It's kind of worth money. It's actually worth kind of a lot of money, and it's a print. Yo. Store time. No. Let's see how this goes. How this one goes. No. Yo. Yo. Put that on the floor. I don't need that. Get cold for it. Yo. Well, we're here. Where's Al? Al, come on. Where's Al? Hi. Psychiatrist time. Psychiatrist. Let's listen to his problems. Okay, here's my well yo. I moved here when I was 38 years old. Well, my face can still look young, and like when I get in the right shape and stuff, I could go be an actor or something like that. I could probably go be an actor. And I'm funny too, so I guess I don't have to be in really athletic shape, but it would help, because as an actor, you got, it's like it helps to look good. But if you're fat, well, like Will Ferrell did it. He made it as an actor, and but you know, is he going to get into heaven? Is he going to get into heaven is the thing. He made it as an actor, that's for sure. Well, he didn't make it. That's not for sure. He didn't make it. He might spend an eternity in hell or in heaven, or it might be a short time in hell, and he'll be totally disintegrated and suffer unimaginably while he's burning in the lake of fire till he no longer exists. I think there are different levels of hell, different levels of suffering that hell does to punish people based on how much they sinned on earth. I think that's true. I'd have to really prove it with Bible quotes, but the more I read, the more I find out about it. It's quiet. I don't hear any neighbors. It's a miracle. I don't like hearing neighbors unless they're kind and happy and stuff, but it's like some kind of social interaction that I have to think about. I think most people, I don't know. Like, or can you imagine living in an apartment, having to hear people through the walls? Maybe it's okay, but I prefer hearing no neighbors ever, unless say hi to them, or they walk here and say hi, unless we, you know, we're really getting along and stuff. But I want Danica to be in love with me and her and the kids at this house. And then when I'm around them, it's like, oh, I can hear neighbors or wherever. I can be in a little apartment with them, and it's okay. I could be in a little 2-bedroom apartment with all 5 of us, and it'd be more than okay. More than okay. Here's somebody through the walls. Hi, dude. Hey, how are you too? You know, it doesn't matter. Like, to be with Danica and the kids that have that, but she hasn't shown me love in a long time, and I don't know if that's ever going to be okay again, or ever going to come back, or what. And it's a shame if it doesn't, but I hope it does, because how else am I going to be there for the kids?
how do I be there for the kids when, how do I be there for the kids when, you know, being close to her, then we're all in the same thing. We stand up for one another. You know, it's really, really big. It's the best when we're together. And we're kind. We're not mean to others. But maybe God doesn't want me to do that anymore. I don't know. But I'm supposed to be there for the kids. I'm still supposed to be there for the kids. And maybe by a miracle, I'll get them back. It's been so many, so I wrote them a letter. I got someone to write, I wrote Danica, I wrote Danica a letter. Says she has to come back here or go to Los Angeles and talk about it to me. She can't stay in Texas anymore. She wasn't allowed to take them to Texas. You have to have a hearing before you bring the kids out of state, even if you have custody. So she's not allowed to have them in Texas. And there are 20 other reasons why she's not allowed to have them there. They're supposed to come here every summer. They have not been here in 4.5 years. They have not been here in 4.5 years. They're supposed to be here 1 month every summer and maybe longer, 4 weeks in the summer. And the stupid divorce document that she made me sign that I don't even believe in divorce. I didn't want a divorce. I like hugging a woman who loves me a lot. I like getting to hug a woman who, it has to be somebody special who God wants me to be with. Now, it has to be somebody who God wants me to be with, because I don't want to fornicate anymore. I figured out that's wrong. I hope I don't do it again. Ever again. It's been years of being celibate waiting for Danica. This is good. This is like a psychiatrist. I'm sitting on a couch and telling the psychiatrist, you're all the psychiatrists are listening into my problems. I got the house ready for them. They come here. Yo. Maybe by some miracle they'll come back here and it'll be cool. Everything will be okay. This looks really cool. It's these really big beams on the ceiling. My dad noticed them and he said they don't make those in regular houses. I'd show you, but there might be some jerk watching who's like, my house is better than yours, it's worth more money. Who cares about them? That's stupid. That's my way of forgiving others. Who cares? No, I don't know. I guess I was kind all along. Winona Ryder says she's kind. She talks like that. Winona Ryder says she's kind. She talks like this. I didn't do anything to that. Let me get away from me. Let me be with my parents. It's Winona Ryder. Let me be with my parents. Winona Ryder. My father has $800 million. I'm Winona Ryder. He let me be a big famous person when I was just a young girl. He was an actor too, so he wanted me to do it too. This is Winona Ryder. That's why I got to be the most famous person on earth in 1987. 1980 and 1988 when I starred in Beetlejuice. The most famous person alive, Winona Ryder. Because my dad had $800 million. 800 million. 800 million. And now I'm dressed as the old lady in Beetlejuice or something like that. One of those movies where I'm dressed as an old lady. But it's going to be me in another 20 or 30 or 40 years. Oh, in another 40 years, this will be me, Winona Ryder. I turned. I don't know what I'm talking about. I was about to say something really slapsticking funny. I don't know if I'll ever make it as some big A-list actor or something like that. It's hard to put into perspective definitive, like, it's hard to put into perspective what I've achieved on earth and what I've done on earth and like how other people see me. Am I like it's hard to appreciate what I have done on earth without also going along with that, like I haven't done 1/10. I haven't gotten back 1/10 of or 1/100, either between 1/10 and 1/100th of what I thought I would get back for having to relentlessly work on stuff the entire time. But like now I'm taking it easy. But when I was taking it easy, I made a video. But I don't always work hard. I'd like to not always work hard. I saw a video of Ozzy Osbourne in 1982, and it said he had to work constantly hard at stuff, and he didn't get to go fishing and stuff that regular people do. But that's nonsense. The thing, I mean, that there are some famous people, there are some successful people who are really successful and make tons of money, and they say it's not about how hard you work. It's like, well, I know for a fact, there are all different reasons, there are varying and all different reasons for how people are successful. It's one way of doing things. And why would somebody want to make their entire life about how much earthly success they have? Like how much money they have or the cool things that they want to do on earth that are like, they think are so big and important and make them feel special about themselves. Like they got in really good shape or have some really expensive car or stuff like that. But those are earthly things. It's all about following God and Jesus. Kindness to others, forgiving others. If you did really bad sin or kind of bad sin, repenting about it, feeling sorry that you did it. Oh, why did I do that? I feel awful. I did it. It's so stupid. That's called repenting. I did that a long time, a couple years. I might have to do a little bit again. I didn't have to do it for I think all this year. I was finally okay again, and all last year, all 2020. I didn't have to repent anymore. It was a miracle. I think I made up for the sin that I did. But for 2 years before that, it was awful feeling. Maybe I should go socialize with people out there. Maybe you want to go socialize with people out there. Why are we stuck in here with this guy in his house? Might as well throw this piece of dead skin on the ground. I can sweep this up later. I think there's already some random things on the floor in here, more than upstairs in my apartment, in my house up there. It's called the upstairs apartment. When they built this house, they called that the upstairs apartment. They called this house the art school. They called the guest house the chalet or the A-frame. I don't know. They gave the buildings that they built different names because they were works of art. So they gave them a name like a work of art, but they're functional homes. And he was really a builder. He had to be a builder, but he wanted to be a builder. He built this entire neighborhood. One of you could live here if you want, probably. For the right person. It has to be the right person to fit into this neighborhood. It's a very special place. So I may or may not be talking to the right people, but for the right person, it's a special neighborhood where it's not really like it's good here. I found God and Jesus here. I don't know if it would have happened anywhere else. Maybe I should get up. See, after you've done a bunch of workout or exercise or worked on stuff a bunch, it's a little bit like takes more effort and energy to get up. But if it's just working out that you did, then it's more working out to even get up and do those other things. And then it really helps your physical health. It's amazing. So if you could make your life's work working out and be like a fitness model, imagine how amazing that would be, because then you get to look really good, have your health. You wouldn't get sick much at all. You wouldn't get sick or hurt that much. If you made that your life's work, you get to just work on that and be like way healthy till you're at least 80 or something. Or 90. Maybe you could be young at 81 or 2. I heard the dog bark. It's been amazing. I haven't heard any sound from the neighbors. It's been like I can act however I feel like in here. It's been amazing. But I like the neighbors a lot. Or I like the neighbors. I try not to say a lot. That means that's what you end up with, a lot instead of a house. It's been an anxiety. But all houses have a lot. They're built on a lot. It's the house and the size of the lot. But it's like an anxiety word, and I already said it out loud. I shouldn't have said it. It's like things you're supposed to keep quiet, and they keep you like not really supposed to say those kinds of things out loud. But some people are so determined at their YouTube videos or their work, they just say it to people when it's not appropriate. There's some things you're supposed to keep quiet about, like words you're not supposed to say, or stuff like that. Like we'll go through phases, and some words like you're not really supposed to say, probably. I'd like to find out from people really what their word, like I'd like to know, does everyone have that thing, like where some new word will happen where you're afraid to say it for a while, like it's like inappropriate or wrong to say a word, so you avoid that particular word. That's like a new thing that's only happened the past 20 or 18, well, I only recall avoiding words. I spoke all through the 90s, the 80s and 90s. I spoke proper English. I was good at English in school. I used words that were very descriptive and for what the literal meaning of the word was. I did not avoid any words if they had some kind of anxiety connotation. That only started to originate, I think, for as far as I know, like if there's a word that reminded me of an anxiety because it sounded like it, like crab sounds like crabs or something like that. Like crabs, like an STD. Not that particular. That doesn't mean anything to me in particular. But that kind of like anxiety, like avoiding the word crab when there's a hermit crab, or never eating crab because it's like somebody's crabs on their STDs or whatever. Like something like that, but it's more it's like something that just started happening with the words that I use, like where I avoid some of the words in the past however many years. That's a new thing. And I think Southerners did that a lot, but Northerners kind of just blurted out the words, and it never offended anyone in particular, I think. But Southerners would use "you did good." They'd tell somebody they did a good job, or "you ate good." But the proper English way of saying that is "you ate well." Because well is being used to describe how someone ate, the action of how somebody ate. So anytime well or good is used to describe a physical action, I think a verb or something like that, it's you have to use well instead of good. It has nothing to do with sick or well. But good describes a noun, like that person is good or bad. But well is used to describe an action or a verb. However, Southerners often said, "you ate good." Like they tell a child they ate good because they didn't want to say "you ate well," even though "you ate well" is proper English. That's the proper English way to say it. Unless they're going to change the entire English, unless they slowly change the English language, things change as time goes by, but they'd say "you ate good" because they didn't want to say the word well. Southerners often would not want to say the word well because that had a hidden meaning, like a subtext that meant sick. Like if you're well, that means you were sick before that, or you're not sick. It had something to do with sick, Like their anxiety was sick when you say the word well. Like if you're well, that means you got better from being sick, and it had something to do with sick or well, and those were kind of the same thing. So traditionally, like in the 80s and 90s, in the 80s, I remember Southerners saying you ate good, and they knew it might not be proper English, but they didn't want to say well because to them well was kind of like sick. It had something sick to say somebody was well, so they didn't really want to say it. And now all these words like that, like I avoid the words like a Southern person used to in the 80s, I guess. And I started being like that or something, maybe I started being like a Southern person. And um like if there's an anxiety word, and not an anxiety word, but like something that says don't say it, don't even say the word. So I find a different word that I find a different word that describes it. I find a different word that describes it, whatever it is. And maybe it has something to do with Danica's family, or I think my parents talk that way too now. I think everybody in the US does it a little bit. I think everyone in the US does it a little bit with the words they choose. Like if it has if it sounds like another word a little bit, like like if they're talking about a Bible quotation and they in particular, like if people are having a discussion and they're talking about Bible quotations, and one of them thinks that someone else in the group should get a job, they think that person should get a job, then that person may likely particularly choose, out of all the Bible quotes they could choose to talk out loud with everyone, they choose Job. Job. And they keep saying Job, 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 Job 23:1 or 23:2 or something like that. The chapters they're talking about Job from the Bible. And then particularly in the Bible discussion talk about that because they're trying to tell that one person they should get a job because they don't work hard enough. And like words like that, like how Job looks like the word job. I mean, it's spelled the same. And it's like I think everybody in America does that now. Like they try to avoid words that sound too much like some other thing. But in the 80s and 90s, all through school, I never did that. I never did that. Maybe none of it in particular was a worry that much, unless it sound like even if it, I had problems back then. I thought I was heavy. I thought I was out of shape. I don't know. I don't know if that's changed like throughout American history, how human beings, like saying American history sounds like American History X, the guy with the shaved head who's a skinhead Nazi. Like just saying that American history, that movie got so huge in America and the world that to say the word American history almost sounds like American History X, the movie with the racist, that actor who shaved his head and had a Nazi symbol tattooed on him. And stuff like that, it's like, I think it has something to do with Google. Because when you search something, it's like the top search results, the really popular ones that everyone knows about, that they kind of think about right when they hear a word or popular phrase or something like that. So people try to like avoid the ones that sound too much like something else that everyone knows. And it's like everyone is kind of on the same page with stuff. Or they're kind of like the entire world is kind of sharing of this. They kind of understand the same unanimous ideas across the entire world, on the entire earth. because mass communication has gotten so big, and the internet, like almost I think every country has the internet, and they watch our movies from Los Angeles, the movies that they make in Los Angeles or other parts of the world, wherever they make the movies and TV, and they watch videos that everyone makes on YouTube. And it's like ideas are transferred to everyone pretty fast, but that's different from a disease. A disease gets communicated with with transportation, because transportation is so easy now to get, like, to any country or any place on the earth somebody wanted to go. So I don't know where that would go, but when I was in high school, I used to want to get the entire earth on the same ideas, and I thought it'd be good. One world government, but where everyone had peace, where there was peace. There was no war. There's no need for war anymore. Everyone holding hands, getting along, all races, all kinds of people, different people getting along with one another, as long as they didn't hurt anyone. I guess I could make myself get up and do more exercise. Yeah. I could drink a coffee. I could go upstairs and drink a coffee. Forgot I had makeup on. Well, I'm gonna get up. Yo. 9 people. No. 9 people are watching. Yo. Stupid. My stupid self. Hey. Hi. Hey, Michael Jackson. Maybe I can make my face look like Michael Jackson. Michael Jackson. I was trying to make my face look like my mouth. He had like his mouth that looked like Michael Jackson. Like he moved his lower mouth and made his top lip Michael Jackson. Like with with all this makeup on. Michael Jackson. Where can we go? I got another one of these heater things here. This is the plumbing. There's a bunch of extra plumbing there to fix something. There's a sink. That's like the 7th sink. If I put a little toilet bowl in here somewhere, this would be like, I don't know. It's just, I don't know. Yo. Look at these beams. Look how big those beams are. And they hand carved all the bottom of it. They hand carved all the bottom of it. All these beams. They're pretty big. Like, they don't make them that big in regular homes. And these are giant rocks. Look how big that rock is. They had to carry a huge giant rock there. And they built that giant fireplace. What? Here's my drum cases. And a giant, I guess I could put a cat in there and they'd really have a lot of space if I had to move. It's really, it's
How did this get here? Oh, a cat pulled it. My good pillowcase just showed up here. Here's a storage room. This is a storage room. Storage room. It's on the side of the house. I put a bunch of stuff in it, mostly Al's stuff. Here's a giant crawl space. A giant, it goes way through here to the other side of the house. Here's one of the outside bedrooms. Here's one of the outside bedrooms. Yeah, this is like where the Mayan man lives. It has a bed frame. I could put a bed on there. I hadn't been here. I had not been back here because there's so much stuff in this room. The first few years that I had the house, I still hadn't gotten to back here. I couldn't see what was back here, but it's just a corner. It's just that. Ugh, I'm gonna go. It smells like crayons or something. I don't know. Huh? What is that? Why is there a wire coming out of the house? That's weird. This is how I mow the lawn. I got to get a real lawnmower. Because eventually, I just didn't, I got to get a real lawnmower and then I can mow tons of the lawn. It'll look really good. I can just mow across the weeds and everything. It's a really nice day. John Birmingham, it's me, I know. Whew. Whew. Well, I guess I'll just close the door so I don't have to dust it as much and stuff. John Birmingham, I think I'm so cool. Well, I don't know. I don't deserve that much glory. God gets all the glory. God and Jesus get all the glory. Heard somebody here. There's somebody. I heard somebody. Somebody's there. Ow. Whoa. I'll wash that later. There's somebody talking down there. I was thinking about it. I forgot I was making, almost forgot I was making a video. Oh, a pizza delivery. I don't want one. I do not want a pizza. Whoa, that thing, pizza packs on the calories, but sometimes, but it just, I don't want a pizza. Yo. Whew. Yo. I'm gonna turn the heat on. I don't know. It's a waste of money. Then I'll be freezing in the wintertime. Somebody will say it's not appropriate. I'm gonna work out again. I'm gonna drink caffeine. Oh, something to charge this. Oops. I'm actually using this laptop to charge my phone because I left the phone charger downstairs. No. I gotta take a pee break. I'm gonna take a break and pee or something. I'm gonna drink a bunch of caffeine and have tons of energy. Might as well. I'm gonna take a pee break. I think my hair is finally dry. No, it's still wet from when I took a shower. It looks really good though. I don't know. So I'm gonna take a break. I'm gonna take a break so you. Yep. Now this would be really cool. This would be really cool. Okay. See these 100-pound dumbbells? I think no one's ever done that. I think no one's ever done this unless they've done steroids. Taking them, standing up, throwing them up to here, and then doing a military press. A military press with them above my head. That's 200 pounds. That's like two 100-pound dumbbells. That's 200 pounds with dumbbells. That's harder than with on one thing. So maybe that'd be some big thing I can be happy about. You know, I like doing big new things to get excited and happy about. In this video, I hadn't done push-ups for a while. I did 21 arm push-ups, and then I did 21 arm push-ups on this hand, on the other hand. I did 20 each, 40 and 1 arm push-ups. That was pretty cool. I think I hadn't done that before. That's really weird that I was able to do that and hadn't done it before. I'm trying to figure out what I ate or didn't eat. I don't know why I did that. I got a bunch of energy from somewhere. I don't know what it was. I felt like it was going back to when I was younger and happier about being famous and doing these big things that I thought, you know, wow, how amazing and motivating to want to get to do those cool things that I wanted to do, or that I planned on doing, But it's probably wrong, some of them. Like I had planned on, I thought I'd get a Ferrari. I thought I'd get a red Ferrari when I was growing up. I thought I'd get a red Ferrari. And I never got one. I never got a red Ferrari. And like not a kind of stupider one, but one that looked pretty cool. And I never got a red Ferrari. It just didn't happen. And my dad, I think, doesn't want me to get one. I don't know why. It has something to do with the way he couldn't get the cool cars he wanted since he was since the 60s, I think, or 1970, when he got a Corvette. He got a 1-year-old Corvette in 1970 when he got back from Vietnam. He used the money he saved as a lifeguard, and he got a 1-year-old Corvette. He got a blue Corvette, and they kind of had cool cars, but he drove crappy cars and saved money at it. And then when my mom wanted a luxury car or something like that she could, take out clients for real estate, he'd get her a nice luxury car. So growing up here and there, he'd get her a nice luxury car. That was okay, but not too expensive. And he drove these crappy old minivans that had like dents in them and stuff, and like messed up paint. And he drove crappy old cars, and he let her have like a nice luxury car, and it was like for her. And he wasn't as into his appearance. But my mom was more into her appearance, I think. She dieted more and tried to look like, I don't know. But my dad looks okay. They're still okay like they are now. Now I don't really have the energy to do it now that I said I was going to do it. Oh, I was going to drink caffeine and try to get energy. Hopefully it doesn't hurt me. Hopefully it doesn't hurt me, because I already worked out a bunch in this video. But I'd like to kind of do more. But maybe it'd be better to take it easy. But then when would I ever get to do those things I used to do when I was younger? And this video is kind of like, hey, it's the old me again. It's the old me that used to like doing fun things, like maybe I'll get to be famous. I was excited and happy about things. And then it turned into like, I don't know what. I don't know what it is anymore. But these dishes, I'm gonna turn it off. It smells like, I didn't want it to just dry everything up. It's too dry. I'm gonna close the window, because I don't want dust to come in, because I had to clean it up. But this video was like, this video was like the old me, the young me in the old days. Literal old me. Danica's great grandmother used to say that, I think, or someone. I don't want to. Well, it's Danica's great grandmother. Little old me. Watch Justin Bieber, Our World. I have this little tiny TV in here. Yeah, I shouldn't worry about my age. I know it's possible if I lose enough body fat, my face will look way younger. But something happened, and I don't know. I don't know if I look good or bad. I think around people, I might feel happier or in the right environment. Not always. I mean, I might feel better about my appearance. I don't know what I look like now. Maybe I'm okay. But I am getting older. I can't change that. I've had to accept that at this house. I am getting older, but it's not. But also at this house, there's a man who, he's the son of the people who built the neighborhood,
and he was 78 and he calls himself young. He's 78 and he calls himself young. And he'd wear an unbuttoned shirt where you could see his stomach, and he was in shape. And he had on these, sometimes he'd wear overalls or like, not in particular, like coveralls or whatever they're called. And he had, his hair was going bald, but it looked cool. He looked cool. Like that was his family. They would go bald early. And the Solonovich people. And he had like gray hair coming down the sides, but it was like kind of long, and he looked like really original and cool, and he called himself young, and he's, I think he's 80 or 81 now. I got to talk to him again. He still looked pretty good besides being bald, but that's not a problem for him. I don't know. But he called himself young when he's 78. So that's something special I got from this neighborhood that I can, you know, maybe I can feel young later or now, or I don't know. It's possible, I think. Some people, it's appropriate though. They're supposed to say I'm old for some reason, but I don't want to keep calling myself old for a long time. Like my parents don't even call themselves old. They don't even call themselves old, my parents. But they did one time. My mom said she was old. She said, "We're old," and hung up the phone. It's not, I didn't mean to say that. I didn't mean to say something to her that made her say that. I called late at night. I don't like waking them up in the middle of the night. I don't like waking them up in the middle of the night because they really, you know, it doesn't make them feel that good. You know, because they are kind of older, or old. But they don't want to call themselves old, but they're kind of old. Kind of. I don't know. It's like, why did I have to go back to them and these other people instead of Danica and the kids? I don't know. I don't know. Well, I did my legs. At least somewhat. I did the lighter ones, and I did the heavier ones for one set. I only did one set, but it had been a while that I did those heavier ones for my legs. So, like, what I do, the way I work out is this. Like, I at least do something with the lighter weights. And sometimes I go up to weeks with only doing the lighter weights, but I at least do something with them, some kind of thing for every muscle group here and there, like to keep the muscle on. And then when I get the motivation and energy, then I'm like, yeah. And then I go to the heavier ones, like here and there. I go to the heavier ones. And sometimes if I'm really working out a lot, I really start doing the heavier ones more often. And that's like that's usually what I work out with, is like just those dumbbells, just 2 sets of dumbbells, kind of light to moderate ones. Those are like moderate ones, heaviness. The 45 pounds for me, because I've been doing this a long time, since I was a teenager or whatever. But for somebody else, they might want, if they don't care about having as much muscle, they might do, you know, all you need is some dumbbells and maybe a bench, some kind of a bench. And you just put them somewhere where it's easy to get to, where it's like somewhere where you have plenty of space and it's comfortable to get to. That's just working out or whatever. I miss my kids. I'm trying to figure out how to get them back, but I think I've got that figured out. I think I've got that found out or whatever. I found out how, I know how that'll be okay. I think that'll be okay. Maybe I'll drink some coffee. I don't know if I really want to. I don't know if I want to or not. Yo. Maybe I'll drink a coffee. All I gotta do is add this to water. This is a good instant coffee. You know, people who think instant coffee sucks and they hate instant coffee have not tried this kind, the organic one. Well, this happens to be Simple Truth. They have other brands. They come in these things that look like this. They're usually organic. They're organic. The organic ones, they have like a black top. It comes off like that. They have good instant coffee. You can add it to hot water and it tastes good. Tastes pretty good. Doesn't taste like those awful instant coffees. So I might just make a coffee or something. Or I feel alone, like I should be with people. No. I'd like to finally get to, I don't know, but I'd like to, you know, it's been years of being alone, most of 10 years of suffering alone without my wife there for me every day, that I could say whatever I felt like to her all the time and always be myself, and of course stand up for her every way that I was able to stand up for her. But I don't know if I'll ever get her back. I don't know if I'll ever get her back. And I don't know whose fault it is, or I think God wanted it that way. There's so many different things to consider. Like, she messed up at stuff too, and I messed up at stuff. So it's not anyone's fault, I guess. I don't get why she doesn't just like me again and get along. Like, I'd be willing to, you know, hi, hey, it's me, you know, for her to show me love again. I'm ready to show that, you know, I love them. I don't understand why she started acting that way. It was like a very delicate thing. Like the first 8 years were okay, but then she tried to like get me back for lusting after women on the computer. I lusted after women on the computer, but I wasn't gonna ever cheat. I wasn't gonna do it in real life. I may have thought about things like that and stuff, like while I was married, but I wasn't gonna actually do it. It would feel wrong to do something like that. I never would have done it. I never would have done it. But then something happened where, because I had lusted in my heart after these other women instead of her on the computer, her father found out and she built it up like, you know, she told all them, and then they helped her to cheat on me with some Texas man. Like maybe she'd marry him instead, and they'd finally keep her and the kids in Texas forever or something. So they helped her to cheat on me, actually outright cheat on me with another man. And that's adultery, and that's reason to get a divorce in the Bible. The lust is not a reason to get a divorce in the Bible, but actual adultery is. But I still tried to make it work, and that's what you're supposed to do. And I went another 2 years trying to make it work, and then something went wrong. I don't know if it was her fault or my fault or both of our faults. And then we got separated anyway 2 years later. I think it was something like that. And it was like 2 years later. I don't know exactly what happened, but that was a one-time thing for her, and I think she wouldn't have done it again. I don't know. But it was like trying to make it work despite and then it just, I don't know what's going to happen. I don't even know. God knows. God knows what will happen. God knows what will happen, but I don't. I really don't. I'd like to know. I'd like to really know. You know, I'd like to be in heaven maybe sometimes, because it's like, what's even gonna happen? I don't know. I get depressed sometimes. I think, like, how's it even gonna be that good? You know, I can't. It's like Al tried to make it feel like it was wrong to do the things that I enjoyed and made me feel happy, like being famous or making a living at the type of, not being famous for the sake of it itself, you know, my actual ability at those things. being good at those things. You know, but he tried to make it like, he tried to kind of attack my ego a little bit. But maybe he didn't. I don't know. I don't even know. But when I moved here at 38, and I thought for sure I still want to try to be famous, like a big A-lister or rock star or somebody like that. And after living here long enough, it was like I gave my life to God and Jesus. I don't know what's going to happen. And I didn't know if I'd ever do anything with the A-list stuff. But I know that this is what I actually know as a fact. It's not worth getting emotional for it in any inappropriate way. I know for a fact the films and the screenwriting, the writing, the creative writing, the art, the work on movies, even the acting when I'm good at it, when I really work at that, the all those kinds of things of film and stuff like that is something I am supposed to do on Earth. I don't know if it's going to be my main thing that pays all my bills. Of course, I would like it to. Of course, I would like it to pay my bills, but then I want my kids back. Dude, you know, the most important things, I want my kids. I'd like Danica back. I don't know if that's going to happen or not. And but I had to really work at stuff that I didn't want to at all. I didn't want to at all for more than 14 years. Like for 80% of it, it made me feel awful, sad, depressed, frustrated, all different bad, bad feeling ways that I didn't really want to do about like 80% of the time. But now when I start to do it, I can see that there's a hope for it to, you know, it might work. The work in real estate stuff. That's what my parents call it, real estate. That's what it is. But it's also, I've had to call it home repair sometimes because I was actually the one with a wrench fixing something. And for a while, I got a special ability at it to fix things. One of those repair people. That was actually me. It's hard to believe. I didn't have makeup on. I wasn't trying to look cool. It didn't matter how well, you know, I got a special ability for fixing things and stuff. I don't know why, because I don't really, you know, looking back at it, you know, I had that ability for a few years. Looking back on it, I don't give a fuck. I don't give a fuck about it. I don't want to do it. It's not something that when I was young, I wanted to ever do. You know, it's not something that I look forward to. You know, even my dad, it's like, it's not something that I wanted a special ability how to fix a sink or something like that. You know, there's nothing in it personally for my enjoyment and my soul inside. There's nothing that's not what I wanted to be. It's not what I wanted to do. And but I had to keep my mouth shut, and not in a bad way, but I couldn't say anything about it, and I just had some special ability at fixing things and had to do it to pay my bills. And say like it was some big cool thing that everyone thought was the best. I don't give a fuck. It means nothing to me. Nothing to me. I don't enjoy it. It's not what I plan to do inside that makes me happy. I don't care how good I am at working a Sawzall or doing some fixing thing that's so cool that the people around here think is so cool, and the people who do that stuff think is so cool. It's like they wanted to make fun of me when I was in a group or with my dad and people working for him when I was with them because I didn't know how to do things, and I tried to put a big drywall screw into a frame of into the trim on a frame of a door instead of the finishing nail that it has, and he just thought, oh, he's stupid. I'll take them all out and I'll do it the right way. He's dumb as shit. He's the best. He's the best. John doesn't know shit about what he's doing. And that's how it felt a lot around those kinds of people. And being the one who knows how to do it right,
means nothing to me. Nothing, and I hope it never does. But there's something special about it that I'm supposed to keep my mouth shut, go along with it, and act like it's like I know what I'm doing the best, and I know how to work a chainsaw around those kinds of people who like that stuff and do that. And I've had to learn, I've had to work a chainsaw, I've had to do those things, but it's like I'm not supposed to say anything about it, but I don't. But it's like there's really nothing in it personally for me that I enjoy. So that's how I feel about this stuff. I don't want to do it. I don't want to be a part of it. I'd rather sell this house and retire in LA or work on movies. But it's wrong. That's wrong to say. I know that's wrong to say. It's way wrong, way bad. I'm supposed to stay here. God wants me here. He wants me back in Virginia, where nobody became A-list, where nobody became a rock star ever from here. And nobody, no matter how hard I work at it, it probably won't happen at that big of a level from here. So that's just how that is, pretty much, I think, from here. But it can make money. It can make money here. It's possible. It's possible to make money from here and do it at some level. So I'm supposed to say, oh, that's great. And I'm supposed to keep doing those things like work on the house here and there, or work on other houses maybe. I might have to work on other houses, or I don't know what I'm supposed to do. So I wasn't supposed to say that I don't like that kind of work, but for some reason I don't know. I messed up. I said those things that I don't like to do. And it's like I wanted to be the guy on stage singing and the cool one, you know. There's people who have the skinny bodies, you know, they have low body fat and they kind of have abs, or like growing up, the kids who didn't have an issue with their being fat on their stomach. Yeah. Maybe I can go somewhere. Maybe I can go somewhere. Hey, that looks pretty cool. I'm strong. I don't even know what it looks like in real life. I guess maybe I can go somewhere. I don't know where I'd go. Like what would I even do? But it's happy. But it's happy feeling. But it's happy feeling because I've found out I've found out a way to get Danica here or in LA. We're gonna talk about it. And so she can't be in Texas anymore. She broke the law by bringing him there. I figured out she, you know, I'm not saying she's a person who breaks the law. I'm not gonna try to get her in trouble, but if I wanted to, I could say I could say something to get her, you know. So I'm just gonna get skinny. I'm gonna try to get skinny and better looks. I'm just gonna get skinny. I'm gonna try to get skinny. I'm gonna try to get skinny. I'm gonna get this. Cool. Trying to look cool. Look how fucking strong. Look how fucking strong I am. I ain't even fucking around, boss. Shit. Oh. I don't. Now he looks regular. Now he looks fucking strong, boss. Good strong man. And then now he looks regular, a little bit of fat right here, a little bit of fat like here, grandma. It don't even, I mean, it's not that bad, but now he's big and strong like a bald
Man, Boss Hog? No. I ain't as fat as Boss Hog, motherfucker. Coffee. Yeah, you're doing coffee. I don't do drugs, so I'll drink coffee. Put some warm, hot water. Make some coffee. Wonder if there's anything left in a swig of this. Get you skinny like Axl Rose on Whiskey on. Axl Rose when he was young, skinny on a stage. Yeah. No, that'd be shitty. You wouldn't want to do too much of that because you shit, man. Like somebody who don't ever do much physical activity and they drink all that shit all the time. Don't do that. Use this caffeine. I'll use this caffeine as something like that I can do. I ain't fucking around. Sorry. I don't curse like. I'm drinking coffee. I'm making hot water. I'm doing this. I'm doing this. Hi. Hey. Yo. Okay. Maybe this will help me to finally lose enough weight. Maybe this will help me to get skinny. Get you skinny on getting busy. Is someone here? Hello? Hello? Maybe somebody will show up. Get you skinny on getting busy. Because I'm skinny. I'm trying to get skinny from this. But I'm fat as shit. No, I'm not. I'm not. I'm not fat as shit. I am not fat as shit. I'm strong as shit. I'm not. I'm strong and healthy and I don't look like shit. I'm not shit. It's not me. Unless I'm joking that I'm not. I don't want it to hurt my health. I think, right? Unless I'm supposed to say, yep, take it easy, be a little fatter, go to sleep. No, I'm cool. The thoughts that go on in John Birmingham's mind, the thoughts go on in John Birmingham's mind when he's saying them out loud. Hey, don't do it. Are you trying to be skinny? Oh. Maybe I'll use lotion on my hands. Hey, I have lotion. Oh, it's that season again. You know, the cold climate season where you got to put stuff on your hands, lotion on your hands, or you get the, you know, I don't know. I miss a warm California sun climate. Maybe I should go there here and there in winter. And then I'd like it better here. Maybe it's been too long that I've been here, but I don't know.
Maybe if he lives near me, maybe he can hang out in the videos or something. Okay, maybe if he lives nearby or something. But I'm not trying to like hook up with a woman. I don't know what I'm not trying to hook up with anyone. Oh, face. Yep. But maybe hanging out or something. Whew. Taking these. You know, I can replace all these cabinets and have it look really good in there. It's not that expensive, but it takes. I don't want to. Hey, day. The Blue Ridge Mountains. It's a little too wet to sit on. Whew. Yo. Day. Hi. What a white face. I'm white. I'm white. I'm white. Yo. Yo. I look pretty strong. You imagine seeing me in real life? Hey, I'm trying to look good on my face and body because I think it makes me feel like I don't know. I don't know what it would look like in real life. I'd likely be very kind. I'd likely be very kind, and I don't even know what I'd look like in real life to people out there who are watching. Well, it depends on what time of year it is. Sometimes it's cold, sometimes it's warm. Sometimes it's cold, sometimes it's warm. Looks pretty good in here. I got the place cleaned up. It looks pretty good. Hi. Hey. Hey. Yo. Got it looking pretty good. Huh. Hmm. Hmm. Hey. Hey. Here. Yeah. I got 2 of those.
This is fucking strong. No, don't do that. I almost did a try to make my nose with all my thoughts look like an old Civil War person. He talked like this with a big nose. I tried to do that in my thoughts. Why would I do that? Anyway, this is really strong. This is really strong. Yo. I'm gonna lift these weights. Lift weights. I'm gonna lift weights. It makes me feel happy to look good, but sometimes it's not appropriate. Sometimes it's really not appropriate. But I got this from my friend who works at Vans. Hi, Nathan. These are prototype stickers. He from Vans. He's head of design at Vans. He's head of design at Vans. He's got 2 Ferraris, 2 Porsches, and like a 1.2 or 1.7 million dollar house. Because he worked hard with his wife. They didn't get paid that tons of much, but there are 2 of them working, so they're able to buy that house and fix it up. It's a small house in LA. And he thinks he's got, he's one of my best friends. He thinks he has more money than I am, like he's cool. But he's one of my best friends. He's from Roanoke. He's from this town, but he happened to go really big in the skateboarding industry, kind of. He didn't become pro, but he's one of my best friends. And he's just, I don't know how much they pay him at the job like that. It's not like rich, but he got his house really cheap. It happened to go up in value. He might owe a bunch of money. I don't even know. And his 2 Porsches and 2 Ferraris, he bought them all old and messed up and restored them. And they were like not that expensive. So it's not like he has like a $280,000 Ferrari or something. I can only imagine. It's like, those things did not happen for me. But it's okay. It's okay. Yo. Now I need more coffee. It really gave me energy. It really gave me energy when it. Wow. Really gave me energy. I'm gonna try to. I might not be able to do any of this. I don't want it to hurt me. I've already worked out today, but I can do it again. I'll make sure. Yo. 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 Strong. I'm strong. Yeah, I guess I'm kind of strong. Yo. I gotta pee. I gotta pee. This feels pretty good.
This feels awesome. That really helped me to lift those weights. I feel happy about this. Yo. 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 Ah. Yo. 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 Woo. Woo. Pick up these effing things. Pick up these effing things. Effing notes. I shouldn't say that. But the kids are watching. Effing, who cares? Effing this. Probably should be doing chest more. Yo. Yeah. Yo. I don't. Pretty strong. Pretty strong. No. I'm pretty strong. I feel happy about it. I like the lower body fat. Alexa, play music by John Birmingham.
Shuffling songs by John Birmingham on Amazon Music.
I have the rights to it, so I can play it.
I've been there 8 months.
Wow.
They kept rewriting my character.
Cool. Perry. He's the guy with roller skates and a guitar on Venice Beach. Energy. Yeah, energy.
It's Jenny! I didn't shave today! It's Jenny in Hollywood! Yeah, look! Look!
I'm all by myself.
It's amazing!
Alexa, play the next song. cool. You know who that guy is.
Today, and everything will be okay. Okay. I don't have my pick. I'm looking for a pick.
I'm looking for a tick. I'm
Yo.
looking for a pick. I'm looking for a pick. I'm looking.
Can't get all tick
From a pick.
from the woods that unless the only way you get a tick is by walking through the high grass.
The high grass. My name is High Grass. What's your
I should probably get my pick. I don't know where my pick is.
Me neither.
I can play it, but it might make my hands bleed or something.
Oh no!
Here,
Oh no!
I'll play it with this thing.
Okay, he's gonna play with that thing.
Okay.
Okay.
You
He's
want
some
the light on?
guy
or-
on Venice Beach.
Yeah.
Can they see?
Oh yeah, they can see.
This is Al Bob
Go for it, kid.
John.
It goes. It starts off like Queen. Oh, what happened to it?
I don't know.
Wait a second. Here's how it starts out. Then it starts.
Don't get channel.
Just let me sing it one time and you can hear it. And once you start to hear it, you'll get used to it.
Okay.
Don't change the channel, John Birmingham and Al.
Al Bob on Dreamy Dreamland. Sensei Al Bob. Dreamy Dreamland on Dreamy Dreamland. Sensei Al Bob. Dreamy Dreamland. Dreamy Dreamland with Sensei Al Bob.
Hi.
Dreamy Dreamland.
And everything will be
Okay. I think that's good.
You want to sing it? Oh, come on. Let's sing it.
Why did it say array? Sounds like a stingray. Oh, array of sun. Oh, I got it. Array of sun. Sun. S-O-N. Yo. Oh, this is cool. Yo. I'm cool. I'm cool. No. Yo. This is pretty. Oh, I gotta do push-ups.
Don't change the shadows of Birmingham, there's now a pavilion. And the feeling. Yes, we're here today. Everything will be okay.
Oh, man. Okay, I can sing this one too. Well, just the other night, I got in a fight. Some dude kicked me in the balls. I fell to the floor and I started to squall. Oh, man. Well, I was drunk and acting retarded. I blew that fart out hard like you ain't never seen. Yeah, that fart blew back some dude's hair so everyone could see. He had a couple of long dangling ears. He smiled and had buck teeth. Well, to everyone it was clear that that dude was a buck-toothed queer. Well, hooting and hollering and throwing their beer. Well, they threw the beer at me and him. They treated us like we was kin, so I ran out that front door. The very next night, I got cleaned up. I even used my old toothbrush. I headed on out with my new friend, the queer. Oh, we was looking for vengeance. I brought my billy club, gave the queer my brass knuckles, and I gave him a hug. When we walked into that noisy honky-tonk bar, it got quiet as shit. We was ready to spar. I threw a quarter across the room and threw in the jukebox. I pointed at one dude, I said, I'll knock your socks off. The queer was wrestling on the ground with some old fuck. We put up a good fight, we fucked him up. I walked out them front doors proud. I hooted and I hollered out loud. Well, he was a real nice guy, that queer. So we held hands and walked until the sunrise. Both of us had tears in our eyes. He's scared and fuck, and he doesn't pretend. And that's a story about how I met my gay best friend. Gay best friend. Chinese, Muslim, Chinese, Muslim friend on my knees. God Jesus, love. He's the one I love. Yeah. Yo. Toasted bread, turkey, lettuce and tomato. Olive oil, vegan eggs and whole tomato. I love this vegan eggs. Makes me appreciate these days. Naturally high off these vegan eggs, foods and mayonnaise, no way do. Makes me proud of my vegan ways. I don't need cheese. I don't need bodily fluids for these. Man, vegan. You can eat it with a straw, or you can rub that vegan egg all over your body. Come on, everybody. Wipe the vegan eggs all over your face. Wipe the vegan eggs all over your face. Wipe the vegan eggs all over your face. I found myself in a tub of vegan eggs. It tasted great. I found myself in a tub of vegan eggs. It tasted so good, I wiped it all over, I ate it with food. I love that vegan eggs. Tastes great, it tastes great. Yo. Alexa, stop. I'm a big military man. I'm a big military man flying in with a helicopter. I weigh 400 pounds of muscle. Yeah. I
I'm a big military man who weighs 400 pounds of muscle on steroids. I'm flying in here today. I'm flying out of here with my copter pad. I don't know. I'm flying out of here with my big helicopter pad. I'm going to the IFBB Pro competition. Mr. Universe. I'm flying out of here by helicopter, man. Hey, boy. I did the steroids. I'm the biggest fucking one. Fuck you, man. Yeah, country music. Fuck you. I'm in the country, man. I ain't into that big, strong shit. With them steroids, man. That's too big. It's because they take a big shit with all that muscle because they're fucking strong. I ain't gonna take a shit. Why did I start talking that way? It just crossed my mind. Maybe someone who watches has a stutter. Maybe someone who watches has a stutter. You can work on a stutter and maybe not have it, but I don't know. I started doing that. Maybe nobody has a stutter out there. I don't know. But at least when they get that final word in, it's like, yeah, cool. Everyone, all the popular ones on the sports teams think he's the coolest because he finally got that word out and it was cool. Everybody in the like those. I lived at this dorm and they had all the popular kids and I was like, kind of not as popular. But I'd walk in the dorm and I had to live with them in the same dorm apartment. And I have to walk into their parties and stuff and go and hide in my room. And I walk through the front door and all of them, all these jocks and all the most popular ones, they were drinking and stuff. And they go, John! When I walk through the door, and they're like, oh crap. And I have to like walk through them. And I'd go back to my room and stay in the room by myself and never drink alcohol. But alcohol is not that healthy. Alcohol is not that healthy for the body. But it's like another thing to do besides regular food, like sugar, something like that. But sugar, I think, is healthier than alcohol. But it depends on how much you use it and stuff. It's in our family, no one was really an alcoholic. So we didn't like it as much. But here and there, it's okay. Sandow, some father bodybuilding did it, but he didn't have any sugar. He didn't have any added sugar. And here and there, he'd drink beer. Father of modern bodybuilding. But, in our family, they didn't drink. We didn't drink. On my dad's side, they didn't drink. On my mom's side, they didn't drink. And they did not smoke any weed, ever. And Danik's family's that way, too. They didn't drink or party. Hi. Hey. Yo. Yo. No. No. Yo. I got a thought of my friend Tracy Lee Staten. I don't know what she's doing. I was in movies with her. We worked on movies together, but like indie movies. Indie movie can be like $0 budget to 10 million or 100 million. Maybe they'd make $100 million indie movie today, but that'd be extraordinarily rare to do that outside of the studios with private financing or personal financing that the producer got. Maybe 100 million, that's possible to do for an indie movie, but it's more likely 2 million or something like that, an indie movie. Like the independent film channel, like the more professional ones. Sometimes Napoleon Dynamite was an indie movie. Budget was $400,000. Napoleon Dynamite looked very professional, looked really professional, enough that they could sell it at the blockbuster level to those theaters. And it was like, but Clerks didn't look that professional. You know, it did not look that professional. They put $1 million into the soundtrack, the post-production, I think, because Kevin Smith did some very simple editing, but he's brilliant. He's really good at what he does. He's a good writer, but he didn't do all the little effects and stuff like that. And that was back when you had to finish on film, so he could only do simple editing with the with Clerks. But he did Clerks, and then whoever distributed it, I don't want to know if it was at Harvey Weinstein. I don't even know. They put $1 million into it. I think it was some company. It might have been one. I don't know what company. I don't know what company it was. They put $1 million into the sound design and getting the dialogue sounded as professional as they could. And then they made a bunch of money on Clerks. And then Kevin Smith. This is like stuff I knew 20 years ago. This is stuff I knew 20 years ago. I'd study all the ways how they got there. And Kevin Smith, he got it in Sundance. He had a screening. He had a small screening that he put on at a small movie theater in New York City. And somehow one of the famous people who he asked to go to the screening from the Village Voice, I think it was. The Village Voice is a popular newspaper thing in New York City. And everywhere people know about it a little bit sometimes. And so one of the people from the Village Voice saw it, and she wrote an article on it, and then she told people about it, and he got into Sundance with his little film Clerks. They made for $8,000 or whatever his budget was, $30,000. I don't know what it was. He did it on credit cards. And then he got in Sundance. The movie company picked it up. They put $1 million into making it sound more professional with the post-production and stuff. They kept his original editing. Then he got to do either Mallrats or Chasing Amy, and they put a big budget of an indie film type, a pretty big budget into it, like $2 million. I think it was $2 million. So he got to make another big film, and they paid him as a director to direct it $200,000. So he got to make that, but for some reason it didn't quite get big enough, and he thought he wouldn't get to direct again or something, or to work as a director. So he took the money from that, the $200,000, and that was the only money he had, and he spent all of it on making his own another movie. It was either Chasing Amy or Mallrats. I think Mallrats was the bigger budget one that had Jason Lee in it and stuff and Ben Affleck. But he used the same actors because he was friends with them, and he made a $200,000 movie, only $200,000. and he made the second one, and that got big, and it made a lot of money. So Clerks and that other one they did, I think it was Mallrats or Chasing Amy, one of those two. One was like $2 million one that the studios paid for. Another one was $200,000 of his own little money that he spent all his money on everything put into it, and do it again. He wanted to be a director. He wanted to make films. He didn't care, you know. He kept working at it. But you can't really do that as much nowadays. You gotta pay bills. You know, it's I did that at first with my first 3 films, my first 3 feature films. First one didn't work. I put everything into it. It was really hard to do. It took years to finish, and it didn't make the money back. And I, every time I'd have to do it again, and it was not easy. I have to get money on credit cards, money I didn't have, and it was not easy. So I've been saving all my money. I don't even own a car. I don't own a car. I borrow a car from my parents. Haven't spent on clothes. Like right now, this has paint on it and stuff from working on this house. Any money I got, I put into this house because it was an investment and a way I could get money from the bank to keep paying my bills by working on the house. So I had to pay my bills, or it was like pretty scary. And this is the worst of it. I probably wouldn't be homeless, but I can't move into my parents' house. But I have plenty of, I think if I had to sell this house, I could. If I had to sell this house, I can. And I'd have kind of a lot of money in it. But it's so special. I worked so hard that I had to go to I worked so hard in this house, I had to go to urgent care. I'm not really supposed to say. It was because I was so alone and stressed out and trying to contact Danica for all that time and getting ready for her. And at the very end of it, and I was working 12 hours a day in this house, and it felt awful day after day, minute after minute. The first week or two, it was okay. The first week or 5 days or 4 days of it, it was okay. And it went on for 8 months. That was the second kind of like amount of work on this house. It was 12 hours a day every day. First day I worked 24 hours because I thought I was getting it ready for her and the kids to live here. She said she was moving back to Roanoke. That was all the motivation I needed. I got started working on it. The first day I worked 24 hours straight, longer hours than I'd ever worked in any one that much period of time. Worked 24 hours straight till I could barely walk. Fell asleep in the bed, started again the next day. And it was pretty much that way every day for 8 months until it took a toll on my body a little bit with her, because I got the house ready for them, you know, for at least them to be in Roanoke, and for at least for all of them to, you know, be here in the house. And then at the end of it, her mother convinced her to just get a brand new house with all the money that she made at YouTube. I supported her and was the hugest emotional support in everything she was doing. Told her how amazing every video she did, even if I didn't understand it, I found the good in it and told her how good it was and motivated her to keep working on it every day for 2 years. When she was ready to quit often, until she finally made it. After all this, since I met her in 1999 or 2000, we've been working at that stuff, and she finally made it. And I never said anything bad about her videos. But after that was the end of 2019, when I had worked in this place 8 months, 12 hours a day getting it ready for her. When I found out she bought a new house instead, I had to go to urgent care. I could barely breathe. I went outside to get air and thought, oh, I'll be able to breathe better again. Walked a little bit down the hill. I wasn't being able to breathe better. It was in the freezing cold outside, and there were no neighbors home. So I said, I'll just start jogging. It'll clear out the air. And I started jogging, and it made it way worse. And I fell to the ground, on the ground outside, and I had to call out to the neighbor's house for help. I said, help. I thought I was gonna die, or for sure I thought I'd have to somehow get to an ambulance and call. I could not operate the phone because I had this big jacket on, and so I took the jacket off, and I took that off, and I called the neighbor, his house, and he answered right as I got the jacket off, and I could breathe a little bit better, but was still worried. I wasn't getting all the air, and it's because I've been in this house for 8 months working on it constantly, with thinking they were going to move here. At the very end of it, under stressful conditions, it was awful feeling for so long, and at the end of it, she bought a brand new house instead. Some cheap little, it was like a $280,000 house. At the time, it was worth more than this one, but I had really worked on this house a lot, or more. I don't know how much this is worth. This is probably worth more, but I don't know. And this took a lot of sweat, blood, tears, stuff like that. Like a lot of effort into this house, and she just bought some house they built in a few months. It's all brand new, ready to move in, but it's kind of special. It has special carpet in it. It has special carpet in it. The baby finally didn't have to be on a hard tile floor, and she finally got to be on soft carpet. So that was good. And when I got the news that she bought the new house, I was like, well, maybe she'll still move here. And I kept working in the house, but it got to me, and I could barely breathe. So I had to go to urgent care, and for about a month, every breath was agonizing for about a month. And I had to take this medicine to help me breathe better, but I worked out a ton and got in really good shape. And then I was better. And I could not work in the house for even a few minutes. It caused that stress, that worry, that something, and it did something to my the stress. And it is a one-time thing. It hasn't happened again. And so I'm not going to work that hard on anything again, but I probably wouldn't be able to work that hard on anything again like I worked on this house. I think unless it was under happy, like good conditions, then maybe I could work like 14 hours a day. Maybe I could work like, I don't want to work too long hours though. But then it was okay again. It took a month to get all back to my regular health, and I was worried about it for a while after that. And it finally went, I was like, it didn't happen. The bad breathing problems didn't come back in. And then eventually I got the heaviest I'd ever been, the fattest. The fattest, I think. I'm pretty sure the fattest I'd ever been. It's like 244 pounds. And it still didn't affect my breathing at all. So thank God it wasn't from being overweight or something. It was like the stress of having to work so hard in her. At the very end of it, I worked 8 months, 12 hours a day to get it ready for them. And then she bought some new house instead. And that was like, it had me in a hospital. It put me in a hospital, what she did, what happened. It's not her fault. She was just going along with what her mom said, or I don't know. And but I'm okay now. I don't have any of those problems anymore. Like, I'm really healthy. I'm a little bit tired from lifting really heavy weights. I lifted really heavy weights today in this video. I lifted really heavy weights today in this video. Dry skin. It's like my grandfather had. But he was not genetically related to me. But he was my real grandfather. So I don't know. But I just got that like him. That's pretty good. He had dry skin on his legs sometimes. I don't know why. Might as well tell the truth. Here's an anxiety that I got. Walking past these giant weights again to do them one more time. Put you in a wheelchair. Oh shit. I put you in a wheelchair, and I was like, oh crap. I can't do that. I don't even want to move him out of the way of the floor, but I can do that one weight at a time. Carrying with both arms, I can put him there. It doesn't hurt. It doesn't. It's weights. Like, I don't really hurt my body lifting weights. You do it in proper form. You do it symmetrically. You do it to where you feel confident doing it, and you're thinking about what you're doing in a way that it helps you get better. You know, it's not like, I don't know. I'll just leave it there. No, I can move him out of the way. It's not that heavy to carry him one at a time. Yo. I don't know. I don't know. All this down tubes. It's been in the open air too long. Not the tubes. There's an anxiety tube. Sounds like it's like I don't know what the heck that is. Don't say any of it. I could drink more caffeine and be cool, like I'm on drugs. Like I'm on. I'm a gym teacher, man. 1988, I do things. This is how I do things here. See, I don't do drugs. That's a bunch of garbage, man. Shit. That's a bunch of shit. I'm telling it how it is. I'd rather tell the truth and curse a little here and there than be one of them people who don't tell the truth. So I'm the new gym teacher here. And that's how I do. I don't want that drugs. Drugs are shit. Drugs are shit, man. My drugs are caffeine. See this shit? Axl Rose on here. Oh, skinny, right? He's skinny. You want to be skinny like him and then turn fat and eat all that cake? You want to eat all that cake too? Then don't do that heroin shit. Here's what you do if you want to look cool. Unless you want to be like a skinny Guns N' Roses doing this, and you don't, man, heroin. And then you might end up dying like a skinny body thrown to the side after he did. You might end up shit. Dead skeleton thrown to the side for doing that heroin. Is that what you want? I'm a new gym teacher. Fuck you. If you do drugs, I'll kick your ass and throw your dead body.
He's a good gym teacher. He wouldn't do that unless you was trying to sell them drugs and kill people. Then he'd take your skinny body and fuck you. Oh, shit. See, when you wash your hands, you wash your, see, when that person who sells that heroin and drugs, when he sells that, he washes his hands like this, and then to dry him, he goes like this, right? He throws the water off, he's washing his hands, and then he does this, you know? He's got the water, he's washing, does that to dry him off. I was like, are you karate chopping something? Why are you doing this shit? And I took his body, threw him the fuck over, and died, and it turned into a, cool as shit. Felt like it almost killed me. I was used to having my wife put first and the kids put first. Now it's taken away from me. So I can go to my sisters, I can go to my parents, but it's like the most, it's like 20, it's 20% of what the love and acceptance and how comfortable and confident I felt with my wife and kids. But the most, it's like 40%. So it's possible to be 40% of what I had. The love feeling and the acceptance being myself. You know, it's like, I feel like some uncle. But I still love them a lot. They're Danica, my parents and sisters, I don't want to lose them. You know, I still have them for sure. Okay, we love one another, we care about one another, but it's not like what I He should really be tanked on heroin to drink more of these drugs. Tanked on heroin, yeah. Oh, Axl Rose, skinny, gonna die. Don't let him die. Don't die when, you know, because I'm the gym teacher. You can't do this too much and be skinny on the stage on heroin and skinny. You know, it's a heavy drug, see? You don't want it to fuck you up, you know? So I'm telling you kids out there, do this caffeine. This shit'll fuck you right. That's terrible. Don't do heroin. Heroin, you can die. You're unlikely to die from caffeine. Hi. Don't do that shit. It's not gonna make somebody skinny. It's gonna maybe kill them. Like the guy in the Red Hot Chili Peppers, Hillel Slovak, named after hell almost, Hillel. You know, not really, he I don't know who
is, but I know he died of a heroin overdose before they got really famous. And they're kind of getting famous and stuff, and he did heroin and it killed him. So that stuff's bad because you can die from it. Or this one guy got AIDS from it, the guy in Rat. But Rat is really cool. Rat is a really good band. I like Rat because Stephen Pearcy's okay. I think he's going to make it to heaven. I'm not sure. I think he's going to make it to heaven. He believes in God and Jesus. He was raised Christian. But, you know, he still likes being the coolest one and kind of partying somewhat. But, you know, he's a sinner like everyone else, but I think he's an okay person. Stephen Pearcy, the lead singer of Rat. But there are people who do that heroin stuff and they use somebody else's needle and they get AIDS, or it kills them. It just kills them. So that's not what to do. That's not healthy. So I'm doing coffee. That's what I'm really doing. I'm just gonna have a bunch of it. Maybe I'll have a little bit of it. At least it's just caffeine. It can't make me that fat. Or I could try to have nothing, deprive myself for long periods of time. I wanted to finally have some. That's a good way to lose weight. Like to not just, you know, just not have any more food, just not have as much food, but still get enough so you don't hurt yourself. But you know, try just not eating. And it takes willpower, but within the first day you'll see results. If instead of going to more food, you don't have food, and like look at yourself in the mirror compared to how you're used to seeing yourself, and it looks better already the first day. When you, instead of going to food, like think, I'm not going to do something different, you know, don't do anything, you know, the main thing is just not eating the food, but you got to get motivated where you can deprive yourself of the food. And then that's how you lose body fat. But it can be fast. It can take only a couple weeks. But we could die though. We could die at any time. I don't know when it's gonna happen. I don't know when it's gonna happen. We could die at any time. Only God knows when we're gonna die. Now I feel better, like I haven't had any food. Maybe I don't even need the caffeine. There's caffeine in it. Don't tell me this fucking cat's brought another fucking dead animal. Where's that smell? Ugh. I thought it was my shoes that smelled like a dead animal. They had brought these little fucking chipmunks in. I hope I close the door downstairs. I have to check the entire house make sure they don't bring anything in here. I don't know. Cats. Don't say anything. Somebody watching me. He doesn't like making videos, and they are good or bad, or I don't know. They're good. There's 4 of them watching. There's 4 people watching. Hey, look pretty good. Well, I look pretty good. I look okay, I guess. Hey, hi. Whew. Actually, I'm going to put this down because I'm holding my laptop. I'm going to make sure this laptop doesn't fall.
Whew. Get my coffee to be skinny. Actually, I should do more push-ups for my chest. I don't want to hurt myself. I think it's enough that I didn't have any food today. I had no food today. I think it's enough that I had no food. I don't need to do more push-ups. I had no food. It's a miracle. Yeah, and I must have had plenty of food from yesterday. It was like still, I don't know. I could probably take a break. Hey, my face looks good from this angle. Well, it looks pretty good. Yep. I left conditioner in my hair a little bit but it looks this way. I don't know if I left too much, but at least it'll help it it'll help my hair anyway. I don't know. I'm into my appearance. I'm not gay. I'm into my appearance. I'm not gay. That'd be another thing, playing a guitar and singing. Wow. Might as well. I'm making a long video, trying to be no, may not be appropriate. May. All right. Oh, my acoustics downstairs in the car. Oh, hey. I can have a new acoustic to play. I can change the strings. It's a guitar that Al gave me. It's a classical guitar. And the classical guitars have like, I don't like playing their strings. They have these little plastic strings, and you can't bend it. You can't play it like I'm used to playing. But it sounds good with classical music for people who play that way. But I don't like playing that way. But I've had this guitar that he gave me, and it has this plastic strings on it. I don't want to make fun of those strings, but you try to do stuff on it that you do on a regular, like a kind of regular guitar, and it's like you can't play the same stuff. But it plays like classical stuff better or something. But I don't know why. I don't want to learn that way of playing. I don't care. I don't want to. I like, if I'm gonna play classical, I'll play it on a guitar that I like the way it feels to play. So I might change the strings on. They don't have a new guitar around here to play. See, this is the guitar Al gave me, and it'll play like a good guitar, I think. It has these plastic strings. See like they're like clear plastic, and when you try to bend the string, it doesn't work. Well, maybe it kind of does. I didn't even know if it was in tune or not. Maybe the classical strings are okay. Dave Mustaine. He's gonna cancel everything. Everything again. I don't know. I know, but I don't know. Whew. Man. Let's see if less people are watching after I picked up the guitar. Apparently my guitar playing is not that great. It's I'm good at making melodies and writing songs. I'm good at writing the original song. I'm good at making melodies and writing songs. But with the lead guitar and stuff like that, you know, there's people way better than me. I could work on it, but then it's like missing my children. You know, it's not something I should be doing. This has been like, these videos have been like, show up and whew. What the heck? Whew. That sounds different than a regular guitar. No. I'm good at guitar, but when I play it, it's like somebody, the people who are watching became less. Let's see how many. There are 3. I think there were more watching before I picked up the guitar. If I'm singing,
Singing, that's good, I think. I think that's good. From really working at the singing, it takes a lot of energy. I like that kind of working really relentlessly hard at that, like David Lee Roth did. You know, he'd show up on stage constantly jumping around, singing, doing his best show, best singing, the way it sounded, really working at that his entire, you know, since he was a teenager. That's what he did. He gave it his all. And it's why he got to be the person he did and is. But I don't know if that's why he got to be, but hopefully he makes it to heaven. I don't know. I don't know how much he sinned. Because he started one of his first stupid songs, he said, running with the devil. It was like a metaphor for the kind of sin they got involved with young women and stuff when they were with young women on the road. That was the only sin that they must have done. That was like the only, I think, but I don't know them personally. They may have been kind of mean. I don't know. When they're older, likely. I don't know. I don't know David Lee Roth, but I like that kind of like the way he gave his all when he was singing and putting on a show as a front man. Like, I don't really want to even play guitar. But my parents are from in our family, we worked at things that weren't as much of an instant payoff. Wasn't as much instant gratification. We had more patience, more of the Holy Spirit. The Holy Spirit. Not getting to feel good to our bodies all the time, doing whatever we felt like. Like the devil served his own body, whatever felt good to him. That's why he's going to end up suffering in hell forever. And because he was mean about it to others and put himself first. But we can't help but to be kind to others. The Bible says that, do unto others as you do unto yourself. So the Bible knows that we're going to keep being kind to ourselves. At least it says be kind, do unto others as you do unto yourself. So there's something left for ourselves when we're thinking about, always being kind to others. We got to be kind to ourselves too. Okay, then that's okay. Hey, so that plays okay like it is, even with those strings. It's not really like my favorite kind of acoustic. I don't know. I'm trying to play some more.
okay at playing guitar. I'm good at writing melodies, original melodies for songs, and writing the songs. Now I feel pretty good. Now I feel pretty good. I'm gonna do some push-ups or something. No, I don't want to hurt myself. I don't know what I'm gonna do, but I feel good. I have energy. La Bamba. That's a really good song for Danica's brother. He played it at a talent show. It was really good. I love her brother. I care about her brother. He's good. He believes in God and Jesus. La Bamba. La Bamba. La Bamba. Hela bahindo de bamba contisere. Hela bahindo de bambo. Biondito. Hey. No, that's a racist white guy saying that. Don't you do that. Don't you do that to me. There's this guy who, you're a racist white guy, dumbass, dumb as shit, trying to sing La Bamba, making fun of him. He's Mexican. Man, dumb. Why'd I do I don't know. I can't do that. Hela me hendo ni bambo. I thought that's stupid. It's like Sylvester Stallone trying to sing a country song in that dumb movie, Rhinestone Cowboy, or whatever movie he was in. He tried to sing and it sounded like shit. That was just not good. That's not what I want to do. That's bad. That's the sense of humor stuff. You have to, if you're really doing that, I can't sing La Bamba right now. I'd have to learn the lyrics. I don't want to do that. I'm Italian. See, like, that would be hard for me to do. That's something that I don't want to randomly sing La Bamba. Shit. It's awful for some reason. I don't know why. I can't sing La Bamba really. That's not really, I have to, no, it's not working right now. Not working on La Bamba right now. Not gonna all of a sudden be the best lead singer at other people's genres. In the right context, La Bamba would be good, but I'd have to think about it ahead of time. It's not for me to do. That's for her brother to do. You know, he was good at singing that. He's this white guy. He sang La Bamba at the talent show. All the Mexican kids and people at his high school thought he was so popular and the best when he played that song. It was really good. I'd have to think about it, but not now. It's not working right now. Not working right now. But I don't feel like being the best lead singer who's in the best shape ever for that right now. I'd like to actually lose more weight of body fat, then look that way, and then whatever the fuck I play would sound really amazing, or sing, whatever I sing would sound really fucking amazing, because I'd be confident about myself when I have my health, and looks. Because it does something in my fucking brain where it's like I look that good. Like right now, this isn't shit. Look at this. If I lift this up, this is 20 pounds too heavy. This is fucking 20 pounds too heavy. That's why it's like trying to be a singer and you know, I can still pull it off, and it's the likable John. It's the comedy John. It's the comedy singing.
It's the comedy singing. Or I could try to pull, I could try to do some cool famous thing, but my stomach does not look like David Lee Roth when he was young. It does not look like David Lee Roth when he was young. And he worked at being a lead singer. He worked at being a lead singer. That's what he did. He worked on his voice sounding really good and his body looking really good and being as healthy as he could, as healthy as he was able to. But he's getting older a little, and he's still in amazing shape. I don't know how he did that, but he was okay for him to do that. It wasn't like he was trying to get gay, like some woman touching his abs and feeling good, like some weird ass shit. It wasn't sexual, and it worked with him because he worked on his singing and his body and feeling confident and performing and acting and being someone who is, he could give his all to that and work at it relentlessly, and it was okay. He could work at that long hours, and it was okay. He still had the motivation and the energy to want to do more of it. But La Bamba did not work right then when I did it. It sounded like shit. I don't know why. I'd have to think about it. Then I could come up with a good La Bamba. I'd have to take the time and effort, but it's not something I want to do. I don't want to do that. I'd have to think of a way that it was okay. It was okay. Ricky Ricardo made it. He was like Hispanic. He was Hispanic, and he got together with Lucy and Lucille Ball, and they went huge. Well, I'm gonna go. Something's annoying me. I don't know what. Something's annoying me. I think I'm gonna go. See, I don't know. I'm gonna go. This is John Birmingham. You can see my real singing in my music videos I did on my channel. You can see my real singing there. I wrote most of all those songs and that's the work that I did. It came out those genres. You have to really work on being a serious singer instead of the comedy. I did a lot of the comedy stuff, but I pulled it off okay, and some of it was okay. Depends on what the genre is. If I didn't like it, I wouldn't do it. Say like I go to LA to be an actor and somebody told me play La Bamba, I probably wouldn't do it right now. Sorry, because it came out wrong when I tried to do it. I can't make a joke of it. I have to think about that because I can't make a joke of it because it's blaming minorities. I have to really, I don't know what it is. I don't want to play La Bamba. I want to do my own movies that I write, unless I write La Bamba into it on my own. Like if I come up with my own idea and I want to put something like that in the movie, if it makes sense. I like writing my own stuff that I do. But I can do some other stuff, but for some reason it sounded like shit when I started singing La Bamba. It sounded awful. I don't know why. It sucked. That was like awful. I don't know why it sounded not that great. But, I can't make a joke of it. It'd have to be funny. It'd have to be funny. And it'd have to be on my own, like not somebody else's idea. And then sometimes it works if it's somebody else's idea. But that didn't. I don't know why. I think I'm going to turn the video off. What the heck would I even do? Work out more. I want to get my wife and kids, or Danica and my kids, whatever I call her. Danica and my kids in my same town. And I want to go to LA. I don't want to be here in Roanoke that much longer, I think. I'm pretty sure. I don't, like, I have to do all the work at films again, but I have to get happy again, like, about doing it again. I have to be okay. It hasn't been okay to do all my best work, but I've been doing videos. I put some real effort into the videos. I gotta go. Something bothered me. I don't know what it did, but I'm gonna go. Okay, bye. This is John Birmingham. Bye. Check out all my movies. I have 3 original feature films that I wrote, directed, produced, production designed. Well, I really production designed all of them. But my sister helped a little bit with some of the stuff, and she was one of the producers, and other people helped on it, but it's my work as an auteur, the person who has all creative say of everything on the movies. I did 3 movies like that. I made them a reality, starting from the screenplay. I wrote the entire screenplay with a story, got that really good, spent a while getting that really good, and then made the entire movies, and then I show up and act in it. Other people act in it. I did 3 real movies. Some of them have celebrities that I got in the movie somehow. And more than 40 original music videos with original songs that I did. More than 1,000 videos. Award-winning short films. A short film I produced won a Young Artist Award. That's a real red carpet ceremony, or a real red carpet awards show. Shia LaBeouf, Rupert Grint, and Frankie Muniz were at that one somehow. And I have 100 pages of a resume with that kind of stuff on it for my films. A little bit my videos now, music, stuff like that. That's what I did. I'm really good at it. So I have one of the best resumes for film and video in all of Virginia. Virginia. All of Virginia. What is that saying? That's like Virginia. You know, celebrities usually don't live here in Virginia. And I'm not an A-lister, but I have like 100 million views. I have 100 million views, including this Ronald McDonald video and other videos that are on Danica's channel. My channel has 11 million views. My channel has 11 million views. That's just the videos. And you know, I have a big resume for it. So I think if I go to LA, I can show up and socialize. I can finally talk to people. I can be out there around people. I can be out there around people and it'll be okay. It'll be okay, and I can work in movies. I'd like to do my own movies again, but bigger, you know, more money into them, or at the same level, and get to keep doing them. Not have to work at some other thing to pay for them. You know, actually get to keep doing my movies, whatever budget level they are. Have that the thing that I work at, instead of home repair and stuff like that, or real estate, or home repair, whatever it's called. You know, my parents did that stuff. That was the way I had to pay my bills when my films weren't making money. But if I was in LA, I can work at that. I can work as a director in LA. I can work as a director there now. I can show up in LA and be a director. Unless it's not appropriate for me to go to Los Angeles and I'm supposed to stay in Virginia to be around family. Then I'm supposed to stay in Virginia. Maybe I could make the entire films again or something, you know, like all the work myself, all the work myself, pretty much all of it, 90% of it, all myself, to get a real movie done, to look like a real movie. Even if I had to operate some camera to make it look like a professional movie. And then that's what I want to do, is no longer have to say like no longer, well, I want to I'd like to finally see that happen, to make to be with my kids, to get to be with my kids. And then if Danica wants to be with me, then she can be with me. We'll take those rock'em sock'em robots and fire this shit out of here. Make sure we filmed it so that it doesn't go to waste, and put that in something like, cool, man, it got 4 million views. Throw that shit out of here. We're a big happy family now. And then like everyone on our channel will be like, wow, they're a really big happy family. The dad is there. They're a real family, you know? And then, you know, it would probably help her channel to go huge. The one video I showed up in on their channel has 10 times as many views, well, 5 times as many views as the next biggest video on her channel. The one video I finally showed up in a video on her page the first time, and you know, the one video I showed up in her videos got 63 million views. Got 63 million views because we were a happy we were a big family, a good big family, and getting along, and it was okay. And that's what audiences want to see is a family. But for those kids, for her audiences, I think. But if she doesn't want to be a family, you know, she made it that far. Well, she made it, she paid her bills at something that she had worked at since she was 14 years old, and then finally paid her bills at it. And it wasn't sin. It didn't have to sin to get there. It was just the videos got big enough. They got big enough, and they paid bills. And so I can't promise that it would be the biggest, best videos and everything would be okay if I was with her and the kids. I don't know. It's up to God. But I think it would be a lot better. But I think it would be way better with her and the kids. I have a feeling it would go huge. But I can't make her try to be with me. So it has sucked that we were kept separate, but I found God in Jesus. I found God in Jesus. Being separate from them long enough. The suffering I went through and endured. It was pretty bad. It sucked. It was awful. I mean, it's not good. It sucked. But I found God in Jesus at one time. And now I have that forever. I'm never going back on that. I'm never going back on finding God in Jesus. You know, on God and Jesus. I believe in God and Jesus. I believe in God and Jesus. But I don't know how big that would go. We could end up poor. But I'd still want to be with her and the kids, no matter how much money we have. I don't really give a fuck as long as I get to be with her and the kids. But if she doesn't love me, then I don't care. Then I don't want to be with her if she doesn't love me. If she doesn't want to be with me, then I don't want to be with her. But it's unlikely I'd be poor, but it's possible. But I work very hard. But you know, who knows? Something could go wrong. God could strike me with lightning, and I'd be like in a wheelchair, or I don't know. I don't want to live that way. I don't want to have to. I think I'm not supposed to.
I think I'm not supposed to, I think I'm supposed to be how I am now. Like kind of have good looks a little bit, or sometimes, you know, I can do that. I don't know. Those people who play that like guitar with their fingers and they do this. How do they do that? Like those those Spanish people, those like flamenco people. That's the first time I tried. I saw them on Instagram. I saw them on Instagram doing that. Like, you know, and they play like they tap in between on their finger. They tap in between their fingers in between playing. I'm gonna go. Something's bothering me. Feels like a. I'm gonna go. Okay. Bye. This is John Birmingham. Check out more of my films and stuff if you want. Okay. I'm gonna go. Bye. Bye, Rowan. Bye, Ivan. Bye, Ayla and Danica. I hope Mama will want to let us all be together. Dear God and Jesus, be with us on earth. Dear God and Jesus, be with us on earth to do God's work. Amen. I leave it up to God and Jesus. I want to be there for the kids. I'm going to do my best. I hope they all come back here because I'm tired of going to Texas, but I might have to, I can't imagine. I can't imagine how I would go there for the 8th time. So hopefully I'll leave it up to God and Jesus. People watching, God and Jesus, help us do your work on earth. Do God's work on earth. Do God's work on earth. Amen. Bye. Bye. Hey. Yo. Bye. Oh, no.